What's up? It's Sarah on B100. Sorry you can't see my face. I have sinuses. 'Tis the damn season, as Taylor Swift said. Speaking of, I am joined by Olivia. She fronts Blank Space, the unofficial Taylor Swift tribute that's going to be at the Vibrant Arena at the Mark in Moline this Saturday. How you doing, Olivia?
I'm doing great. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, of course. Now I'm going to ask you a question I have asked all of our listeners this week. Did you go see the Eras tour?
I had the opportunity to go. I had floor seats twice. Twice. I had floor
What?
seats. And both times we ended up booking a show. So we were both basically performing the Eras tour at the same time. And I was heartbroken, of course, but also, I had someone that followed me on Instagram say, you should just really be happy that you have the opportunity to
Yeah.
perform. And so just take it in stride. But, it was rough. I didn't see it, but of course I did tune in to almost every single, live stream of it that I
Oh
possibly
yeah.
could. So I had so much fun playing the mastermind game and just seeing the show on the grainy live streams, which was good enough for me. But
Same, same. Definitely fit my budget. So, how did you come up with Blank Space, the idea of doing a Taylor Swift tribute?
So I always loved Taylor Swift, like since back in the day. And I used to be in another band where we did a lot of cover music, and I would always beg my old band leader to do some Taylor Swift songs. It just wasn't our style of music that we were covering at the time. And so I was just like, one day I'm going to do it. And my mom would always tell me, she's like, you look like Taylor Swift. So I'm like, okay, finally when she did the Eras tour, it just blew up so big that
Tell me about
it
it.
was just a good opportunity. People wanted to see the show,
Mhm.
right? So, and it was just good for everyone who maybe couldn't make it, or they had, a lot of kids and they just couldn't get everybody out of the house. And it was just kind of tough, to just get everybody out. So I was like, finally, we have the opportunity to really bring something to people that they want to see.
Yeah,
Back in the day, the only song that my old band leader would let me sing was Blank Space. And so I was like, that's going to be the name of the band.
I
So,
love that. Oh, that's great. That is so great. So, kind of going off the Eras tour then, because as we know, tickets were ridiculously expensive. So, what can audiences who didn't get to go to the Eras tour, what can they expect this weekend?
so we have just put so much thought and intention into recreating it as best as we possibly could. So we have, I think we have like 10 different costume changes.
Oh,
We
wow.
do a lot of different eras. Of course, we don't have 3.5 hours
Mhm.
to be able to perform. So we did have to cut some of the lower energy eras,
Sure.
but we do have full dancers. We have all the costumes, and we have the lights and the video screen and just all that. So we really try to make it as much or as close to the real thing as we possibly can fit into a theater. So
Sure.
that's kind of what they can expect. We give away the
So,
22 hat and all of that, so it's a good time.
I love that. So, as we all know, The Life of a Showgirl comes out this weekend. Are you so excited for it?
I'm so excited. I've been counting down the days, as I'm sure everybody else has. This is Taylor Swift week. Well, every week is Taylor Swift week for me, but
Yeah.
but yeah, we're really excited. We're gonna go to the movies with the whole band, and all the dancers. So
That'll be fun.
we're gonna be causing a scene probably, but it's gonna be exciting.
So, once the tracks come out, do you think you'll work the Life of a Showgirl era into Blank Space?
Well, we plan on having this show for as long as we possibly can. So eventually we'll work it into the show, I'm sure. But it's right now we're focusing more on the eras tour,
Sure.
and and because we don't do every single era, we're going to be mixing that in as time passes, and we want to just emulate whatever she does. So if she goes on tour with the Life of a Showgirl, then we'll
Yeah.
have some visuals of what we need to recreate.
Yeah. So, you've had this tour on the road for a while. What has been one of your most memorable moments?
Oh my goodness. I think it's really just the reaction from the fans.
Yeah.
And one thing comes to mind. I remember we do photos after the shows with all the kids and the parents and everybody who comes. that wants to take pictures. And I remember one time a dad had brought his daughter, and she was taking pictures with me, and he just like, when she wasn't watching or looking, he was like, thank you, I'm dad of the year now for the rest of the
Oh,
year. And I'm like, yes, like that's what we're trying to do. Like we want to be able to bring joy to, folks that maybe weren't able to go, or maybe they did want to go and they just want to go back into a time machine and do it all over again because it was such a good experience. But I think really mostly is just, the reaction from the fans. And I really like it. The little ones, maybe if they're like 6 years old or under, they really believe I'm Taylor Swift. So
mhm.
I kind of feel like I'm Santa Claus in a way, because like,
That's
wow,
so sweet.
and they see my costumes, and I just know, like, if I were 5 or 6, like it would be a memory I would never
Oh
forget.
yeah. Oh,
I
for
just
sure.
always think about it. and
You're
and
in for it in Moline, Olivia. Let me tell you, everyone I've talked to this week that has tickets is like, I cannot wait to take my daughters.
oh yes,
It
yes.
is going to be such a sweet show this weekend. So, since you're performing all the eras over Taylor Swift's very long career, what are your top three eras to perform?
Oh wow, that's a tough question. My top three, I mean, the Fearless era is just, I
Yeah.
love that era. And I think I'm just nostalgic about it because I've always loved those songs. I love the Fearless era. I I love I love playing the guitar on that one. I just love those songs. So I really
Yeah.
like that. And then I really like Reputation because it kind
Same.
of gives me a chance to be kind of, a little bit more bad.
Yeah.
So that part's fun. And then I love Midnights just because the vibe of the
Yeah.
Midnights era is just, it's kind of just the kind of style of music that I really have kind of grown into. And I think that's part of, what Taylor Swift has done is she's kind of like, changed her sound a little bit to just evolve. And I really like what she did with the Midnight's era. And I love the costumes, and the dancer costumes on that one are just so much fun. And those are probably my top three.
So, out of all the Eras Tour live streams you watch, because I for sure watch them too, because I'm not paying that kind of money to go to a concert.
Okay.
What was like your favorite moment from Taylor's Eras Tour that you saw and you were like, oh, we have to do that? Was it the 22 hat or what was it?
Oh well, oh goodness. Oh, I'll never forget when she wore, night one in Miami when she did the new Reputation bodysuit.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I need to get that bodysuit. I have the red one. So I was like, I really want to do that. I really want that bodysuit, but I'm still using the red one. But well, maybe, I'll probably change costumes as time goes by just to kind of give people different looks,
Yeah.
through the years that we'll be doing this. So I really loved that. And I really, when she started doing the Tortured Poets department, that was a new era that she kind of added during the second round of her tour. I
Mhm.
really loved what she was doing with the props on that, like with the bed that spins
Oh, yeah.
around.
Yeah.
I really liked that. We're not working that into the set yet, but I think in the future that's something that I really really want to add eventually.
That's so cool. That's so exciting. Well, Olivia, is there anything else that you want people who are thinking about going to the show this weekend, make them out since it's the Life of a Showgirl release? Is there anything you want them to know? Anything you want them to know about the show, about Taylor?
Well, I mean, for everyone, I just feel like Taylor Swift's music is just so amazing. And there's so many different songs and different types of songs that we're going to do. So, regardless of what type of music people like, or maybe they think that they don't even know any Taylor Swift songs, I feel like once you get there and you start hearing the songs, you're going to realize that you know a lot more Taylor Swift music than you thought before. And she just has songs for everybody. Like, if whether you want to celebrate or you want to forget about something. I mean, she has something that will touch everybody's heartstrings. Or I don't know if I'm a little biased, but I really just think that there's going to be a song and there's going to be an act for everybody. And I really just think the lights and the costumes just add so much. and make it even more realistic. And it's just a really good sight to see, especially with the dancers and everything. We got a really great team and a really amazing band. So it's hard to go wrong.
Well, and it's going to be a perfect weekend for it since The Life of a Showgirl is coming out, which, by the way, you can enter to win if you want. Dear listeners, on the B100 app, we have a glittery orange vinyl, which I can't remember the technical variant name of it right now. Do you remember that? Isn't it
I
something
know I can't. There's
like
8
vanilla?
different ones. I haven't memorized them yet.
She comes out with so many, and they all look so pretty. But it's a perfect weekend to get into the Swiftie mood. Blank Space, the unofficial Taylor Swift tribute, is going to be at the Vibrant Arena at the Mark in Moline, 7 p.m. Saturday, October 4th. Thank you, Olivia.
Thank you so much. We'll see you there.